Welcome to Monday's Book Talk. I have two books to talk about. This one was a nonfiction. It took me a little bit longer than fiction usually does. It's called Mauve, and it's about the guy who discovered the first chemical dye. So for a really long time, dyes were all made from natural materials. The indigo plant, the madder plant made reds, and flowers made yellows and those kind of things. They were doing a lot of chemistry in London with coal tar. And this guy, at the bottom of his beaker one day, had this sludge. And he's like, wonder what I could do with sludge. Turns out he could make the color mauve. It's a huge discovery because it led to a lot of other chemical discoveries. Things like Teflon came from discoveries like this. It was really an interesting read, but it was technical and there was a lot of chemistry. If you like chemistry, it probably would be a good book for you. It had some great stuff about fashion and the way they changed. It did drag just a little bit, so it took me a little longer than I wanted it to, but it's a good read, and you might enjoy some of the chapters of it. We have a lot of good nonfiction. If you're interested in reading true stories about how things were discovered or how things were made, come in and ask us about them, because we do have a great selection of them. The other book I finished last week, Everything. Amazing. Loved this book. So the premise is there's a girl in a bubble because she's allergic to the world. And then she falls in love. You can imagine the difficulties involved with being in love with someone who lives in a bubble. So that's all I'm going to tell you about it, but it's amazing. It's really good if you love a good romance, a good love story. Everything is everything.